I must report, and I have to have ears plugged, the endless. I don't have a word to describe the noise that they make here. There was another murder in the bathroom over my head, and the murder that was carried out yesterday. Then don't forget I couldn't talk about the day before. I still can't. Which makes sense to me in here because now look at what's happening the day after and then today. So let me get to this report. I went to wash dishes in the bathroom. Thank you, GRU. Thank you, Navy SEALs. I know you're doing everything you can. I understand this is fucking combat. This is a battlefield. All right? Maybe, look, I'm going to go ahead and say this and postpone the report for a few seconds. Maybe part of the battle is to give up on the house. Okay? And since I'm already in here, I'm in here. I'll do what I can because you know I'm not leaving without doing something. Maybe that's part of the battle. And the battle was won because we're all alive. And everything else, okay? Maybe I have to realize that the battle isn't as simple here as I thought it could be, with the body count and the brutality, the blood, the guts, the stenches, the screaming, the house shaking, the terrorists fucking crawling, yards, cars, roofs. It was like nothing I've ever seen because I got caught up in some urban fucking battlefield. I know. I just want to say that to every one of you because it's all of you. There's a few of these Pentagon sisters. I call you Pentagon sisters. You used to work at the Pentagon. You're some of the women that went with the good military, which you know what I'm saying when I write about the women in the military. The U.S. military, the U.S. military was so bad off since the 1950s. The women there, it wasn't a surprise, were there, how many generations? That's 3, almost 4 by the time they tried to overthrow. So most of the female officers in the U.S. military hopped, skipped, and jumped right over to the Saudi Arabia, Putin, white power side, who are now defeated. There won't be an overthrow, but I don't think so. But I don't know what will happen to my life. No, and I'm fucking upset. That's right, but I'm going to save it for another video. I don't want to do videos on atrocities and war crimes happening to me, man. I don't want to do videos and see YouTube say 1 view, 2 views, because they're just continuing the atrocity by keeping me disenfranchised and in a fucking complete state of utter poverty. These white guys fucking live for this, and then they run and go on TV and it rewards them. They're like trained fucking animals. I know that. But there are some women that went over to the good army. The new army, whatever we want to call ourselves. I want to be included in this. But these are official card carrying. Yeah, it's not, I mean, I know that, but I can be included to a certain degree. Absolutely, I can be. And some of the women, it's not a certain race. I do want to acknowledge this. There's not a certain race of women in the U.S. military before they couped. It's just the women in a percentage went with the good military. And one of the ones that Putin was planning to attack in this house was one of my Pentagon sisters. She's one of the special ops who works with these guys. I work with the special forces to a certain degree, but we know the difference between me and her, and you can tell visibly the difference. I mean, let's keep on planet Earth, okay? The women that work with the special forces, I have so much respect for. There's no words on earth. And to think that Putin was trying to attack them in this house, of course he would. He's desperate. Okay? All right. And my ears have to be plugged if I want to fucking hold a train of thought here. We know that. But what I'm trying to say to the Navy SEALs and GRU, the whole group, every one of them saved my life in here. And maybe I need to stop thinking people are going to come in and search and stop this. And I need to realize maybe the battle is just winning our country, not getting hurt, and staying alive through this, because there's strategy and stuff I could talk about, but I won't. And then there's strategy that I just didn't go to West Point for, okay? And I'm not going to learn it or read it here when I'm clasping my ears plugged. We know that. It's not possible right now, so I'm just going to accept what's happening and do the best that I can for everyone else while I'm inside here. I'm inside. All right? And there's no way I'm not, let me say, there's no way I'm leaving without doing something, but there's shit in here that you're right. God spoke for you, to me. I can't begin in the mix with. Hell no. And my Pentagon sisters would tell me that. They're in my, it's not analogy, but it's not quite, okay. Here, this is a better example to give to the public. The Pentagon sisters would be my bosses that hired me. They're the straight captains. Oh yeah. And they're incredible. But honestly, they all know that I just want to start a restaurant. I'm thinking more of a restaurant when we finally get over all of this fucking bullshit here in America. I'm thinking more of a restaurant now. Yeah, I mean, why not? I could definitely do that. But this is for another time to discuss this later. I got to get this report. It's 7 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and just run it out. So I went to do dishes in the bathroom. It was green light, safe to go do it. The TV had been blasting like top volume ever since the cannibal ISIS female terrorist had staged a hysteric outburst over my head to be filmed, to be heard, to go onto the internet. So I went out there. The house is empty, and there's just the TV blasting out into the whole house like we all know happens here. And there's nobody there, and it's dark and all that, and it's wild, scary, but I have faith with green light. Look, I'm going to be okay. Just open the door, turn on that bathroom light, and get busy here with your business.